Chef Lebowski! What? We got a podcast to do. All right, so welcome to our second episode of Spilling the Spaghetti, sponsored by our very lovely sponsor, Dingo Club.
Dingo.club.
For all you dingo enthusiasts out there, it has everything you need for dingoes. So let's get right into it, shall we?
So, first topic of this lovely Saturday night. The big one.
Is it really lovely, though?
No, it is never lovely here where we live. So, the Super Bowl, the American Super Bowl has ended.
It did. It went to a couple of overtimes.
A lot of overtimes. And crazy enough, Georgia and Pennsylvania decide, you know what? I'm feeling pretty blue.
A lot of blue.
A lot of blue.
Whole lot of blue.
And I remember, what time was it this morning when it was all confirmed that Biden had secured the presidency?
Yeah.
What time was it?
So
11?
it's around 11 because I woke up around 9, took a nap, woke up around 12. So it was around 11.
Yeah. Crazy shit.
Crazy shit.
Are we surprised?
No.
Just kind of looked that way as time. First day, he was already up by 100.
Yeah.
Second day, he had already hit 200. Then for 3 days, not 3 days, for the rest of the time until this morning, stuck at 264 to 214?
Yeah. 213, something like that.
Yeah. So
I don't think you should be shocked.
yeah.
If you're a person, who pay attention, you're not really shocked by this. Now, if you're a hardcore Trump supporter,
Then you
might be a little shocked.
Yeah.
But I don't think nobody who's really paid attention is really shocked by this news that he won today.
Yeah. I honestly think most of these votes came from people who were Trump supporters, and then a lot of them, maybe they didn't like some of the things he did, or maybe he just couldn't get all the things they wanted. So some of his ideas, they weren't able to, or he wasn't able to get those things out that they liked. And then they decided, all right, I guess I'm going to vote for Biden. Try something new.
Yeah. I know a lot of Republicans actually switched to Democrat this year.
Like in the Senate and the...
No, actual registered voters.
Oh, right. Okay.
They chose, there's a couple from the GOP up in, the government that actually said, vote for Biden.
Vote for Biden.
Vote for Biden.
Interesting. I wonder how Fox was feeling.
Trump still won.
Oh yeah. Well, because he put out that tweet, which it's not going to age pretty well, because what did it say?
I won by a lot, wasn't it?
Yeah. He said, "I've won by a lot," and I'm thinking to myself
no, you didn't.
No, you lost by a lot.
Yeah.
Well, I won't say a lot. It wasn't a lot, but it was a fair amount. There was a clear difference. So what? So inauguration is
January the 20th.
January the 20th. Trump is still technically president until that time. I remember we were talking about this earlier. You think they're gonna have a phone call? Actually, real quick, he hasn't conceded.
He has not.
He has not conceded.
That's the first thing you have to worry about.
Yeah. So first we gotta wait for that. Then we gotta wait, and maybe that's the quick phone call that happens. But I think.
Do you know this guy?
Huh?
Do you know this guy?
What do you mean?
Trump is not gonna give this man a phone call. He's gonna tweet this man and be like, "Hey, fuck you."
Okay, I like to assume, as bad as some people find him to be, I'd like to think that as his time in the business world, understanding how these things kind of go, he might be a sore loser, right? And I think a lot of people can see that. I think he at least has the decency and the respectful to know that, okay, I've been beat, I'm pissed off about it, however, congrats.
See, I would agree.
Yeah.
If he did not lose the election like how he did.
Okay.
Every swing state that he lost, he called for an investigation.
Oh, yeah, you're
right.
right.
And they were immediately thrown out by the Supreme Courts of those states.
Really?
Yes.
What states was that? Michigan?
Michigan was one. Well, there were 6 states.
Okay.
And each one had an investigation going on.
I know Michigan was one of them. I'm pretty sure Wisconsin was another.
And Nevada.
In Nevada? Okay. I'm not surprised about that one, because that one took forever.
Dude, I claim it won that one.
Have you seen Zootopia?
Yes.
You know, the
sloth.
Yeah.
The sloth
Yeah.
That
took forever. I remember I kept looking back on, at work, I keep opening the map every 30 minutes, and I've opened just to check on it. and eventually my phone thinks I'm a robot because the amount of times I keep looking.
And you have to do like the captcha.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm not a robot. I just want to know because this shit's taking forever. I want to go to bed. I want to wake up and know. I don't like not knowing. But we'll definitely have to wait for him conceding. I think they still need to clear up some of those cases that he's filed.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like you said, I think 2 of them are thrown out.
Actually, they actually dropped the lawsuit.
They dropped
Trump campaign drops Nevada election lawsuit after reaching agreement to add more observers. This was a day ago.
Okay. So they were still counting at the time.
Yeah.
And the observers are just there to make sure that
everything goes well. Make sure you're not fucking around.
Okay. Well, I mean, you would think they would have enough observers to begin with. But I don't know how many people want to do polling. Because so the one time I voted, which is my first time voting this time. But whenever I see on TV, it's just old people.
Yeah.
I've never seen anyone below like 30.
I mean, because that's,
No one wants to work that shit.
No one wants to do that.
I mean, I get it.
Well, do you want to count 5 million votes?
5 million?
Well, I mean, they break them down by county and everything. But, overall, state. Like, that's when you vote, you got to count total from a state.
Yeah. I mean, I can see where I wouldn't want to do that at all. I mean, I don't know who would. But, I mean, hey, I wonder how much you get paid for that. Or if you get paid at all.
So do you get paid? I thought it was like a volunteer thing.
I would hope you get paid just for the fact that you are taking time. Okay, well, no. You are literally going somewhere to do something, to do work. It's not, a lot of it is, some people are just there to kind of just sit there and monitor and everything. But there's some people who actually do things. Like the counters and like monitoring, setting up stations and all this stuff. And I wonder where these polling places are held, whether they get a little income too for hosting it. Like, so they're using like stadiums and stuff like that.
Yeah, like Kansas City. Most NFL stadiums turn their stadiums into polling stations where you can vote.
Mm-hmm. So I wonder if like the owners of those stadiums, if they got a little compensation for that.
All right, I got 2018 election pay.
Okay.
This is from 2018. Just want to put that out there.
Okay.
All right, so California, Los Angeles County. Between $140 and $240.
So that's overall?
I think it's overall.
$140 and $200.
Because then it has from Arizona, Maricopa, I think it's what it's called, $11 an hour. Though workers with premium training can receive as much as $11.75 an hour.
Okay. And are we assuming that this is just for the one day of election day, or is this like?
I think it's as long as you're there counting votes.
That's okay, or think. Maybe even like setting up too,
yeah,
and getting trained.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not awful. Still don't want to do it.
I think the training's free though.
What?
Yeah, I don't think you have to do the training. I think the training's probably free. Probably.
No. What I mean, so they don't pay you to get trained?
I don't think so. I don't know.
I mean, I got paid to get trained at my job.
Well, because that's your job. It's not an actual job.
Some people treat this as a job. There's some fuckers out there. All right. Well. I mean, like we've said, and like everyone else knows.
I just want to put this out here.
Yeah,
this is not an educational podcast.
It's not. Don't be going doing your test thinking like, yeah, these guys,
top notch. They know what they're talking about.
Top guys, Harvard University. No, not really. We're Harvard light. We're not. You know what? We'd walk up to MIT. We can't even get through the force field they've made.
We can't even look at it.
We can't. It doesn't exist. Our eyes aren't built right.
Our brain can't process it.
Anyway, as everyone knows, Biden's won the election.
His full name is Joseph Biden, by the way.
Joseph?
Yeah, that's his name.
Well, yeah, because Joe. No one names their kid straight Joe.
I don't know.
I've never known anyone who's just was on their birth certificate. It's just Joe. It's like Matt.
Yeah, it's like Matt.
You were made Matthew.
I know a couple of dudes named Matt. One.
Did they go by Matt, or is that their actual?
That was their full name.
What the hell were their parents thinking?
I don't know. I had a crack sandwich in Oregon.
Crack sandwich. A peanut butter and crack sandwich. Do you know what that movie's from, by the way?
It's Dave Chappelle.
Is it Dave Chappelle?
It's from Dave Chappelle.
It looks like a Dave Chappelle skit.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so as everyone knows, Biden's the president. Woohoo. We got 4 years of it. We got to figure out what happens until the inauguration. And even after inauguration, Yeah. Do we think that, is Trump going to be as active on Twitter as he has been?
Oh, for sure.
You think so?
I think we see a couple tweets about, how he's not doing a good job.
Okay. So, maybe Let's say there's a fuck up.
Yeah.
You think he's gonna have a whole thing?
I don't think it has to be a fuck up. I think he's just gonna be on Twitter regardless. I mean, that's how he is. He's very vocal using Twitter.
But I wonder, like, is he just gonna go back to
doing what he was doing?
Yeah.
What the fuck was he doing before he ran for president?
Well, because like he was running The Apprentice, right?
Yeah, the TV show. They got canceled.
And then he had his own company.
Trump Tower.
What does he do?
Nothing.
What's his company?
Well, you have.
Is it real estate?
I guess you could say it's real estate.
I mean, that's part of it. I mean, obviously,
but
it's hotels.
I don't want to shit on the guy.
Okay.
I mean, he has done some bad things, but I feel like the reason I say I don't want to shit on, but most of his companies, well, not companies, but most of his casinos and hotels,
okay,
they usually get shut down. They usually go bankrupt.
Interesting. Yeah, because like all I know about him is he had, when it comes to the business perspective, that he has his hotels.
Yeah.
I'm 100% sure. Maybe he does, and then he does The Apprentice. Maybe he just invests a lot of money into real estate, and maybe he's just one of those guys who they have all this money and they just invest it into companies, and then it just turns out like that investment was a good investment. I truly don't know what he does.
So okay, the Trump Organization. This
is
according to Google. Services: construction, real estate development, entertainment, hospitality, retail, online, shopping, investments. Okay. Revenue, according to 2017, was an estimate of $655 million.
Okay, so it's not like he owns. It's not like a Jeff Bezos situation where he
shout out Jeff,
where he owns Amazon. He just has his hand in like.
He just dabbles every now and then.
Yeah, like, and it seems like it's mostly like entertainment, luxury.
Yeah.
Okay.
He has his own tequila, I think. Like his own.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a little fancy bottle of tequila.
So, is it kind of like a Dan Aykroyd vodka kind of thing? Because
Probably.
I got that shit.
And it's fucking disgusting, isn't it?
It'll power a Hummer.
You can launch a rock off that bad boy.
You know what? We're gonna have to throw a picture up in here with a. I'll have to look up that Trump tequila. Tequila? Really?
I think it's tequila. See, I know it's a liqueur. I don't know.
I don't think it's tequila. Something about him and tequila doesn't mix. I feel like it's probably a Scotch or a whiskey. Something American. That's what I think. I don't think it would be foreign. But yeah.
Oh, it's vodka.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense with Melina and all that.
Yep, it's a big gold bottle of vodka with the Trump logo with a T that says Trump.
Huh. How much does it sell for?
There's this one listing on Del Mesa Liquor for $1,200.
You got $1,200 to spend on liquor?
Not on liquor.
Yeah.
Splashing out on Trump's liquor.
I could buy like a shit ton of Yingling or whatever.
No, if it's Bezos, I'll give Bezos that money.
Bezos. Does he have a liquor?
No, he should have. I'll buy it.
There's the dude on Shark Tank.
Is it Kevin?
Yeah, I know he has like a big thing into wineries.
Yeah, it's Kevin O'Leary. He's a big winery guy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'll have to get him in touch with a guy I know when it comes down to wineries.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Do you not get in touch with the man that's worth $100 million?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What, you can't? You don't got speed dial? You don't got Jeff on speed dial?
I do.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Pull him up right now.
All right, bet. I got you.
No, don't really do it.
I get you them right now.
All right, cool. Anyway, so we just went down a whole rabbit hole, but I mean, election's over. Next thing we got to look towards is inauguration, and then inauguration. After that, it's 4 years of Biden. And
I got the number, by the way. It's
what?
1-888-280-4331.
Is that his phone number?
No, that's Amazon's helpline. But I'm sure if you complain enough, you might get a Jeff Bezos.
If you get to Jeff Bezos.
Probably. I don't know. Who cares?
Definitely. Well, so while we're kind of on the subject of Joe Biden and all that, what do you think he's going to do? I mean, what do you think the first thing he's going to try to do?
He already said the immediate thing he wants to do is rejoin the Paris Accord.
Yeah, because I remember that was a huge thing and it got a lot about. I don't even know what the point to leaving it was.
According to Trump in his campaign, is saying that we were mostly footing the bill for it. We donated the most amount of money.
Okay, yeah, but that's helping people as a whole.
Exactly.
So, well, okay, so what? America is the most wealthy country in the world, right?
I feel like we're like
second.
No, I mean we're first, but I feel like we're more of a. Imagine Tiger King.
Okay.
But with the Gucci belt. That's America.
Yeah, I can get down with that.
That's what America is. If America was a person, we'd be Joe Exotic with a Gucci belt, though.
Yeah, I can get around. I can get with that. That sounds very likely. But so you think so? Rejoin like so that and then NAFTA is still a thing, right?
Yeah,
It's still a thing.
I think so.
I think besides the Paris Accords, I think he's going to try to strengthen NAFTA again. I think a lot of it's going to be doing the opposite of what Trump did.
Probably.
Like any things that we left or any relations that were hurt, he'll just repair and kind of go back. I'm just curious to see how much of his own stuff he's going to be able to get done.
So Biden, according to a tweet that he put out November 4th,
Okay.
it's from Joe Biden's official Twitter account. He says, today the Trump administration officially left the Paris Climate Agreement. And in exactly 77 days, a Biden administration will join it.
In 77 days.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing so it sounds like he's kind of going off where I remember Trump's big thing, and which was really surprising to me was it was like the day after inauguration.
Yeah.
Went straight to work.
Yeah.
Like literally into the White House. And that was something I really liked because that instead of doing what they usually do, like a tour of the United States visiting, that was something that was really cool to me. Is that like it sounds like he wants to get to work quickly.
Yeah.
So that's a good sign, in my opinion. If he has that same mindset in terms of I want to work.
And here's the thing: whether you agree with what Trump did, at least he did get to work right away.
Yeah.
I mean, you could argue that he kind of fucked up doing the things he did.
Yeah, but at least he tried.
Yeah, but at least he got there of working.
Yeah. I mean, because I'm sure we've had presidents like that just don't do anything. Like, or whereas I see like Obama's first term, I feel like he couldn't do anything.
Divided Congress.
Yeah, and
well, it was mostly Republicans in there.
Well, and also he inherited the situation with Bush.
Yeah,
which was funny is a lot of people were blaming that on him, and I was like, yeah, that was before his time.
Guy, I it's like Obama. To put it in perspective, imagine being part of a family.
Yeah,
that's fucking horrible. It's a horrible family, and let's say Obama's a stepdad.
Oh, okay.
Well, every president's stepdad.
Okay.
And so you have this family. This family's going fucking horrible.
Okay.
The dad before you left in a hot mess.
Okay.
Obama comes in, it's still a hot mess.
Hot mess.
And the neighbors are saying it's your fucking fault. That's kind of how it's going.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's kind of how it usually is, depending on whether or not you inherit something.
Mm-hmm. Because I remember when FDR, he inherited Hoover's situation with the start of the Great
fucking
Depression.
Hoover, man.
Now, the difference was I don't know the difference, but the thing was that he was able to fix it.
Yeah.
And he gets the credit for fixing it. At the time, he was getting the blame for it.
What he inherited.
Yeah, for what he inherited. Now, there was equal blame to Hoover, but it was kind of like, oh, it doesn't fucking matter. You still get it. You're a president.
I know. Take my shit.
Yeah, so it would be... So what I think would be completely insane if a president today got blamed for the Depression back in 1920.
Oh, God.
That'd be fucking awful. Like, it was fucking 80. No, it was 100 years ago. Right now, actually.
For either reason why we went through a depression. What?
I wasn't even born.
Excuse me?
I was still in the primordial soup. Anyway, so with the election over, something that's, I think, is slowly going away because the election has completely taken over.
Is it the you know what?
The I know what? What do I know?
The virus.
Which one?
Coronavirus?
Yes, the coronavirus. I remember, we were literally at dinner.
Yes.
And I've been saying this so many times that because I heard it from my manager and I completely agree with him. The second this election ends, that no one's barely going to be talking about Corona anymore because it's all about the election.
Yeah.
And I remember when we were leaving, you pointed this out, that there was some sheriff's officers.
Yeah, one of the sheriffs like, since the election's over, we haven't heard anything about the coronavirus.
Yeah.
And I immediately told...
It was weird to hear it again. And so then I told... It's a weird thing because then I thought to myself, the second Twitter takes off the COVID or coronavirus, whatever, tab, then it's really not going to be talked about. Yeah. And it's really going to be a thing that's going to be like, oh, you remember when this shut down or when we were wearing masks? And I think slowly businesses aren't going to require their workers or customers to wear masks. I think then you're going to see the sale of like hand sanitizer and disinfectant go away. Excuse me, my whiskey is killing my throat right now. Let me need to take a swig.
You're gonna fight the pain with more pain?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Anyway, and slowly, I think we're gonna go back to normalcy. I bet you, with whatever sport, there's gonna be. I don't think it'll be in the NBA. I think it'll be MLB.
Oh.
Or hold on. You know what? Hot take.
Okay.
All right. When the Super Bowl comes around.
All right.
January, February.
February. Yep.
So what capacity are they operating at right now? 25 to 50.
What, like overall for the NFL?
Yeah.
It's depending on the stadium, the team.
Okay. Where's Super Bowl this year?
Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay.
Yep.
Guess who's not going to probably be there?
Probably Tampa Bay.
What?
What?
Oh, yeah. I was so confused.
Are you saying like fans?
No. So, and that drives my point even farther because we know how Florida's been when handling their situation.
They don't care.
Because the Marlins they had to miss so many games because of COVID.
Every game was scheduled with them because everybody apparently the whole team got
or was it the Rays?
I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway, where I'm getting at is that when the Super Bowl happens this year, and we're not talking about COVID anymore, or not as much as we used to. I personally think the NFL is going to come out and say, you know what? Full fans. Fuck it. Full fan arena. Back to kind of a normal Super Bowl.
I don't know if we mentioned this in the last podcast, but I think Florida, I don't know if I told you this, but Florida, the whole state of Florida, well, the mayor of one of the cities told them, hey, full fans, you can allow full fans in your arena now.
When was that back in? That was like over the summer?
No, that was like a couple of weeks ago, like a month or something ago.
Oh, okay. But I truly think the NFL, I think the Super Bowl, because that's like, whether you're a sports fan or not.
That's the biggest event of America.
It's a huge event.
Yeah.
I know people who watch the Super Bowl just because of commercials and the halftime show. Yeah. It's the biggest halftime show. I can't even think about halftime shows for any other league that matters. Can you?
No.
Like the other sports leagues are just as popular, if not more or less, right? In my opinion. We're not talking about NHL or MLS. We're not including those. We're talking about basketball, football, and baseball. The three-headed dragon here in America that leads everything. But God, we just went down another rabbit hole of just bullshit. But I think with the Super Bowl, I think that's going to be the start of when things start to go back to normal for allowing so many more fans.
I think it'd be off the NBA because the NBA comes first. They start in December
22nd.
No, we'll start.
Which was recently confirmed, and I am so happy to watch me some basketball.
Oh my God. Well, that's how I felt with football. Huh? But that's how I felt with football.
Yeah.
So what are they doing for capacity?
25 to 50%. Yeah, and that's I think that's league wide.
Okay, so that's like a mandatory.
Yeah, it's mandatory. They still haven't talked about what they're doing for the Raptors. Like
they haven't got stadium yet.
Well, they're not playing. Yeah, they're not going to play in Toronto because of Canada's restrictions flying to it, which is funny, right? That they're restricting their people to come here.
Yeah.
But we don't restrict us going anywhere.
Well, it's America. We don't give a fuck about you.
Right. So yeah, they still have to figure out where they're going to play. But the reason I say Super Bowl is because that's the time to make money.
Yeah.
And the second the Super Bowl's over is when the other sports leagues are going to look to say, you know what? Let's do full fans.
Yeah.
Or let's gradually increase it. That's when businesses are going to say, you know what, workers, wear it at your own risk. If you want to or not, do. I don't even do it, even though I might should. And then we're going to look at universities and schools that are going to be like, you know what? Do a little less online classes, and let's ease up a little bit on the mass. I think the Super Bowl is really going to help things.
I'm going to beg to differ.
You're gonna beg to differ.
I'm gonna beg to differ.
Skip.
Skip.
All right, tell me why. Tell me why.
All right. So, well, yes, we haven't really heard about Corona. I mean, obviously we know it didn't go away,
Okay.
but we have seen cases increasing. We had our first $100,000. If I say dollar.
Okay.
Not dollar.
$100,000.
Big boy coins over here. But we have our first, 100K case day in a while. So cases are still increasing. I think it was like, 47 states?
But are they, those 100 cases, 100,000 cases, are they cases that are like, hey, I got the virus, but I'm not symptomatic? And how many of those people are being treated? That's something I'd like to see. Because again, 100,000 is a lot of people. Don't get me wrong.
It is.
It's just.
All right. So this is from the NPR, right?
What are the things with the?
So this is from NPR. U.S. sets coronavirus record with daily new cases pushing past 100K.
Okay.
So there's 102,000 reported by Johns Hopkins, and then that same day reported 1,097 deaths.
Okay.
So doesn't say anything about specifics about the cases. It just says that about who had got it that day. But I think the fact still remains that cases are still increasing, and obviously deaths are, if not stagnant, or increasing as well.
I think the death rate will slowly stagnate.
Yeah.
I think people will still die because unfortunately that's just how it is.
Yeah.
But anyway, you say you disagree with me.
And I was just to add to the point. Well, using this as the point is that the numbers are still increasing. Deaths are stagnant or going, up and down, fluctuating.
Okay.
But I say that to say this is that because of that, I think we're still going to monitor how we go about our daily lives because of what we're seeing now. Now, if cases were still going down like they were, I guess, before this,
okay,
for this month or whatever, then I can agree. I can see the point you're trying to make is that, yeah. Now, regarding the Super Bowl, I don't think that's going to determine how we go about daily life.
Okay.
Because I feel like that day, the Super Bowl is just a day in itself of an event.
Okay.
So I don't necessarily see businesses and restaurants saying, hey, Super Bowl, they're doing, they're fucking around over there. We should fuck around too. I don't see that way. And I feel like it's going to be a case-to-case type of thing, like depending on what that restaurant or business decides what they're going to do. Now, do I see a time where mask and everything's not required? Of course, everything's going back to normal eventually. Mm-hmm. But I don't see it happening within the next 3 months per se.
Okay. So how about next year?
Sometime next year, yes.
Actually, hold on. Let's get a little early. This May. We get through the winter season, the flu season.
Yeah.
Figure out what happened.
I will say May in the summer.
Okay.
Is when we will see what you projected.
Okay.
I'll say until that time we're still how we are now.
Okay. I mean, yeah. I think something that's interesting to me is I think the long-lasting effects, in the sense that I think a lot more people now are going to wash their hands a lot more.
Yeah, for sure.
I think hand sanitizer is still going to be bought at a high rate. Thank God toilet paper is back.
That weirded me out.
But buying like that see-through toilet paper,
the one ply,
was some bullshit.
Here's the fucking thing I don't get. Toilet paper is usually made within the same state you buy it from.
Right? So what countries we got?
And that's what, I don't understand. Why are you panicking over toilet paper?
Well, so
toilet paper is not going anywhere.
So what I read was that with the fact that people were quarantining, and a lot of people, what they did is they stocked up.
Yeah.
To not leave the house.
Exactly.
Unless dire emergency. So you got all your groceries.
Mm-hmm.
You had all your batteries. You had this and that, whatever. So the thought was that it's even though toilet paper is not a necessity, because we have towels that we can wash, which is nasty to think about. I'm sorry for putting that image in your head, but the point is that there's other alternatives. We have printer paper. You can take a shower after you take a shit.
Well, are you suggesting people should wipe their ass with printer paper? And I'm sorry for that.
In dire circumstances, Yes. In normal circumstances, no. Like right now, no. But in dire circumstances, you got nothing. It's either that, your hand. I think the printer paper might win. Right? I don't know.
Can you imagine a paper cut on your asshole?
That's why you make sure that doesn't happen.
Well, you wet the printer paper?
I don't know, but
no. Well, you gotta think this
I
through.
don't know.
You suggested it.
I think we're getting a little TMI here. But anyway, the point is why people wanted so many. I think why so many people wanted.
Now, do you use like one sheet of printer paper?
Why are we still on the printer paper? We're moving on from printer paper.
Does it matter the brand?
No.
Oh.
Anyway, so it's that peace of mind thing. So you know, like when you're taking a shit.
Yes.
And you look to go get the toilet paper, and there's none there.
Yes. It's a heartbreak.
You're like, oh god,
Yeah.
like your heart just kind of drops. That's not awful, but you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if you have it or not. Like say you do have spare toilet paper, just looking over and be like, oh,
it's relief.
Yeah, but it's when you don't have it. There's this mindset of like, oh shit,
It's the end of the world.
yeah, and that's a first world problem. But I'm just saying the point is it's a peace of mind.
So, Chef Lebowski,
yeah,
are you saying if you're taking a shit
okay,
and you look over and see no toilet paper, but you look over and see your fucking printer over there, it's the same feeling of relief?
no, but at least I know I have an alternative.
All right, Chef Lebowski. So,
Okay. Oh my god.
leaves or printer paper?
Leaves.
Oh, okay.
Like I remember when I was younger, playing out in the backyard, and I'm running back inside the house because I got to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
And so my dad jokes to me. He says, "Oh, well, you should have just." It was fall. He said, "You should have just used those leaves we piled up." I'm like, "What? No, I don't want that." But anyway, we've gone down a long rabbit hole. Completely off topic. Don't give me that face.
All right, so Chef Lebowski has a friend here who's not involved here, and I have to ask him: printer paper or leaves?
Printer paper. If you crumple up enough, it becomes soft.
Printer paper, you see? I don't. Say that one more time for the guys at home.
See, you gotta use printer paper. If you crumple it up enough, it becomes soft.
You hear it here first, folks. Back home. Printer paper.
What about construction paper? I feel like it's a good alternative.
No, I don't think so. Why are we talking about wiping our asses right now?
Because you brought it up! Okay, Chef Lebowski, you brought it up.
We've got a little. I think we're getting a little deep. We're getting a little too deep.
All right, guys, the next episode is about alternatives to wiping your ass. That's the first topic we're leading with.
First topic, wiping our asses. All right. So, but kind of going back to Corona and everything.
Where the fuck were we?
We were talking about. Oh, so I was saying how it's gonna be more normal now to wash your hands more frequently.
Oh, yeah.
Buy hand sanitizer. Toilet paper wasn't gonna be out of stock. Like, I feel like everything has relatively gone back to normal.
Yeah, except now we just have to wear masks and 6 feet and whatnot.
Yeah. Well, not even at 6 feet half the time. Like, there's plenty of moments where, like, I'm shoulder to shoulder with someone.
But do you have a mask on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes.
Oh my god, well.
So, but, like, I slowly think, I think the masks are the last thing to go. Personally.
I want to say I feel like a ninja from Mortal Kombat when I wear one of those. I just feel like a Mortal Kombat character. You don't feel the same?
No.
I feel like I'm a ninja.
I can't focus on my breath coming back in my nose and knowing that I didn't brush good enough. Sucks. Anyway.
All right, Chef Lebowski not brushing good enough.
Listen, I sit there for 5 minutes brushing it. I look like a dog foaming out the mouth.
Dog with rabies, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. No, I know no one's watching this probably because it's only the second episode. We haven't even posted the first one yet right as we are recording.
They get there eventually.
Yeah, you got to get that last thing done.
Yeah, I do.
Anyway, so if anyone knows any real and not ways that are going to fuck up my teeth and breath, tell me.
What do you mean?
Like, all I'm doing is I brush my teeth and I floss, right?
You brush in 2 minutes?
I brush it for 5, practically.
Oh God.
Might as well be 5, right? And I floss.
Okay.
And I do mouthwash. I got the brown Listerine.
Kill a man.
You haven't even used your Listerine yet.
I'm not having the same problem as you though.
Oh my goodness. So, real quick for everyone at home, the brown Listerine, all right? It'll make your breath smell beautiful, like a warm summer daisy, just beautiful. However, it looks, smells, and kind of tastes like death.
Something about the color of brown just not
Yeah,
even-
brown Listerine. Like, when I'm looking for like mouth cleaner, it's always like blue,
Green,
purple.
Yeah.
Not brown. Just looks like straight liquor. Like, it's actually the color of my.
It is the same fucking color.
God. Yeah, it's the same color of my drink right now. Where were we going?
I don't know.
We just kind of. It's just an episode of Rabbit Holes.
Just rabbit holes today.
All right. Anyway, so COVID, it's here. We gotta live with it. It's just a part of life. You got anything else on it?
No.
I've kind of run out of things to say about it.
I mean,
like everything about COVID's already been said, and everything's out there. So, I think it's now time for the best portion of this. Every single day, I'm in the morning. Mr. Chef Lebowski is in the shower. He's going to class. He's driving. He's at work. And he's thinking, the NBA draft, 2020. Who's going in the lottery? And we got the mock draft.
I gotta admit, Chef Sung does not think about this every day.
Chef Sung is thinking about the fact that Chef Kowalski or Lebowski, anyway, real quick. I changed it to Lebowski because Kowalski is kind of a mouthful.
I can agree.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know what you're thinking about, but we got the 2020 NBA draft coming out.
All right.
November 16th.
So with the first pick, who's going first?
Well, hold on real quick. Before we... you know what? Yeah. We'll talk about something a little later. First pick. The Minnesota Timberwolves. Number 1 pick. Thank Jesus.
Are they locked in for number 1 though?
Yeah, locked in for number 1. Now, when I do this draft, we are assuming no trades.
Okay.
Even though this draft is looking like there's going to be a lot of trades. Because this draft, there's not a confirmed number 1 overall pick. There's not a LeBron James, a Zion Williamson, Anthony Davis, a Giannis Antetokounmpo, even though he went 15, which is crazy to think. There is no confirmed number 1 overall pick. There's a top 3, and even though there's a top 3, not a lot of people think there's some all-stars. There's a lot of bust potential in this draft. Anyway, with the first pick, the Minnesota Timberwolves are going to take Anthony Edwards out of UGA. Or Georgia, University of Georgia. Fuck you. Anthony Edwards is perfect next to D'Angelo Russell. Can play off the guy. The dude is 6'5", 230 pounds. He was supposed to play football. I think he was supposed to be a running back or a linebacker, 1 or 2. This guy is built. I think he can. I remember at the start of the year, it was like, this is the guy everyone should get. And that kind of went away as the year went. He was showing some issues like his motor. Is he driven? Does he want to get better? Because he has all the skills in the world, but that's the question: is his motor? So I think, and everyone's talking about Minnesota taking LaMelo Ball. If they fucking do that, Chef Sung, you're gonna hear a loud bang from my room if that happens.
I remember him walking out of the what do you call that? When they like the NFL Combine, but it's for the NBA.
Yeah.
They say he walked out of that. Like he just walked out. Like he didn't complete everything, or like he.
Who? Anthony Edwards?
No, LaMelo.
Oh, well, we're gonna talk a little. I'm trying to keep it like a minute each on each team, but we're gonna talk about LaMelo Ball.
All right.
When we get to him. All right, number 2 pick, the Golden State Warriors. How they got here? Bad shit happened. Kevin Durant got hurt and left. Klay Thompson got hurt and still there.
He's coming back. There's a video of him like listening.
Steph Curry got hurt.
Hurt his thumb, didn't he?
Yeah, that team couldn't tell you. I could only tell you 3 guys on that team.
You can tell him 4.
Maybe 4.
Anthony Wiggins is up there, isn't he?
What?
Anthony Wiggins up there?
Andrew? Oh yeah, he's with them. Anyway, with number 2, the Warriors are looking like they're going to trade the pick, but for these purposes, they should take James Wiseman out of Memphis. Now, James Wiseman, what used to be the consensus number 1 overall pick. However, when he got to Memphis, he took some money, was ruled ineligible, which is some bullshit, by the way. Fuck you, NCAA. He only played 2-3 games, something like that. Very small sample size. And that's kind of why he's slipping in the boards, because he's not allowed to go off of. I think James Wiseman fits that role. Who was Golden State's last good center? Andrew Bogut? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah? Wait, that's kind of sad to say. If Andrew Bogut's your best center you've had in your franchise for the past 6 years. Or Zaza Pachulia.
I remember Zaza. He just single-handedly destroyed the Spurs.
Yeah. All right. Number 3, the Charlotte Hornets. Jordan's team keeps fucking up. He didn't fuck up this year. He did okay. Give him that. I have them taking Onyeka Okongwu out of USC.
What? Huh?
Onyeka Okongwu. I didn't spell it right, but I know how to say it.
Where's he from?
USC.
Like,
The Congo, I think.
Okay.
Fact check me on that one. Anyway, Onyeka Okongwu has the chance to become the next Bam Adebayo. This guy, he's so much fun to watch. Watching his highlights, this man, he can run the floor, he can dribble, he can dunk it. 6'9", I think 230, 240. An athletic freak. The only issue he has is his shooting. I think he has kind of a mid-range, doesn't really got it. Who knows? Charlotte needs a... I wrote Charlotte Warriors on my paper.
Charlotte.
The Charlotte Warriors.
Good
Anyway,
shit, Seth Lebowski.
They need a center. I think they can take the guy. All right. Number 4, the Chicago Bulls taking Deni Avdija from Maccabi. Wait. Tel Aviv. I can't. I don't really remember the first part. It's the Israeli basketball league. He's from Israel. Whatever. Deni has the chance to be Luka Doncic or Mario Hezonja. Really good
Or really bad.
or bullshit bad. He's a good player. He's showing all these playmaking abilities and shooting abilities. His defense and his decision making and some of his percentages are a little on the lower side. I think Chicago, they have a good young core. I think they can take a risk on a flyer like this, a boom or bust guy. Number 5, the Cleveland Cavaliers. With Kevin Love possibly being out, they need a power forward. Obi Toppin's that guy. Chef Sung. Imagine Amari Stoudemire. Actually, no. Remember Blake Griffin's rookie year
Yes, he was pretty good that year.
and his college year?
Yeah.
The man jumped over a car.
Yeah, it was a Kia.
A Kia car. Just the hood. Still jumped it, though. That's very good. Obi Toppin has the chance to be like Blake Griffin was, without the injuries. However, just like Blake Griffin, he's dog shit at defense. He can block a shot or two, but it's whatever. All right.
Not bad, but dog shit.
Dog shit. I mean, you could be cat shit. All right. Number 6, the Atlanta Hawks. You know what? I love Trae Young to death. Well, kind of. He looks stupid, but he's pretty good. He can't play defense to save his life. They need a man to come in there, play some defense. That's Isaac Okoro out of Auburn? Yeah? Auburn. Yeah, Auburn. He comes out of Auburn. I'm telling you, next Kawhi Leonard, right here, right now. You can quote me on that one. Next Kawhi Leonard, just without the hands. This man plays defense like crazy. He has some shooting issues, but you know what? We don't care about that. It's the defense that's the most value. He is the best defender in this draft. Number 7, the Detroit Pistons, the most sorriest team in the league. They are in fucking purgatory.
Do you stand by that?
Yes, I fucking stand by that. There's a lot of people who would agree with me on that one. They need relevance. All they got, the only relevance they got is an aging, injured Blake Griffin and an aging Derrick Rose, who's revived his career, but he doesn't fit what they need. And they're probably going to trade him this year. And if they do this, they need to look for a new point guard or shooting guard because Luke Kennard kind of sucks. And they should take my boy out of France, Killian Hayes, who should be a top 3 pick, but he's not going to go there. Chef Sung. Imagine James Harden and Manu Ginobili.
Okay.
They had a kid. Hair fucked up like Ginobili, but got the footwork like a motherfucker.
Such a very, very vivid description.
This guy, I love watching him play. It's so much fun to watch him zip a ball across, do these step back crossovers, shooting. He can finish at the rim. The only issue, he's left-handed, and he will not go right-handed. But I think the Detroit Pistons should take Killian Hayes out of France. Number 8, the New York Knicks. What do the Knicks need? Literally anything. Relevance.
Literally anything?
You know what? At this point, they might as well trade for like J.R. Smith or some shit like that. They need something. They need some relevance. And how are they going to get that relevance? Well, the youngest of the Ball brothers, LaMelo Ball, who this guy has the chance to become the next Pistol Pete, or dare I say Magic Johnson, in his playmaking and ball handling skills. However, he can't. He just like his brother, sucks at shooting. Finishing is iffy. Can't play defense. Well, even though his brother can. Lonzo Ball. Even if LaMelo Ball doesn't turn out, which 50-50 he couldn't turn out, you're gonna sell some jerseys. People are gonna come to the games. They're gonna want to see him. He's been a celebrity since he's 12.
Who?
LaMelo Ball.
Oh yeah.
Were you a celebrity since you were 12?
I'm not a celebrity now.
Yeah. I'm not. We're not even celebrities. It sucks. This man's made more money than I have in this time on Earth. It sucks. It really does. It hurts me a little bit. This is what I wish I was athletic. And all I'm doing is golfing. Anyway, LaMelo Ball to the New York Knicks just for relevance. All right, number 9, the Washington Wizards. Bradley Beal might be out the door, which will be really sad to see. I love him and John Wall together. They look great. But, however, last year without John Wall, actually the past 2 years, I think they were the worst offense in the entire league. So they need defense, and that's a guy like Patrick Williams. Patrick Williams might be the second best defender in this, right behind Isaac Okoro. Really, he's just there for the defense and the hope that you develop him into something better. Don't really have much to say about the guy because I really don't know anything about him. Number 10, the Phoenix Suns. I like Ricky Rubio. I don't think he fits the timeline. I think you trade him. And who do you take? You take Mr. Cole Anthony, the son of Greg Anthony, went to the good UNC, where he played good, but he gets blamed for all the bullshit that team sucked that year. Bad year. Hey, he got the PEs, though. Beautiful. Who? Cole Anthony.
Oh, yeah.
Even though he's an ugly-looking man. He's great. I love him. He's fallen through this whole draft. I don't understand. He's really good. Good defender. Good shooter. Good defender. Playmaker. Everything you want. And it was like, oh, yeah, but UNC sucked that year, so it's his fault. No, it's not his fucking fault. Look at the fucking team. Second best player was someone. I don't fucking know. I'm a Duke guy. I don't like UNC. Anyway, moving on. Number 11. Looking at the rest of the board, there were a lot of choices on who the San Antonio Spurs should take. I'm looking towards a little more Aaron Nesmith. They have so many guards on that team. DeMar DeRozan's probably going to be gone. LaMarcus Aldridge isn't getting any younger, and he's probably going to leave. Greg Popovich is probably gone soon. That man's, how old is he? He's in his 80s.
Who?
Greg Popovich.
Let's check.
Confirm that for me. He's like, I think he's like 80. He's so old, and he doesn't have time to go through a rebuild.
71.
Okay, well,
He is younger than Joe Biden.
interesting. I like this. Anyway, Aaron Smith. He's shown He's shown a good, that typical three-way, not three-way, two-way player, the 3-and-D kind of guy. I think that's who the San Antonio should pick. Not really much else to say about him. Don't really know too much about him. Number 12, I think R.J. Hampton, who used to be a top 5 player. He's fallen ever since he started playing in Australia. I think him and De'Aaron Fox would fit perfectly together. They could run the floor. He has a lot of work to be done. But I think you take the chance on him to help your relevance. Let's move on one more. Number 13, the New Orleans Pelicans. Taking Kira Lewis Jr. That team is a run and gun team. They need someone who can run up and down the floor real quick. Lonzo's probably not. They're probably not bringing that man back because he's going to want a lot of money. Kira Lewis is the dude. Take him. And finally, at number 14, my Boston Celtics.
You mean the one with the hurt white dude? Well, who's always hurt?
He's not always hurt. He's just back and forth.
He was hurt like his first play when he got there.
Okay.
And then he got hurt again.
However, that was a freak accident. There's no way in hell anyone would have predicted that. They need big man help. So they're going to take James Wiseman's right-hand man for 2 games. And Precious Achua. I don't know. Yeah, he went to Memphis. Yeah. I'm fucking stupid. Anyway, they need big man help. They need someone to help out in the paint. They need someone to play some good D. Someone to go up against the Anthony Davises of the world, the Giannis's, the Jokic's, the Embiid's. Precious Achua, Swiss Army knife on defense. Can defend 3s, 4s, and 5s. If he gets a little quicker, he can do 2s and 1s. He could be the next Bam Adebayo. Who knows? And that is the lottery. This is 2020 NBA draft. $100 says I get every single thing wrong on here.
I would take that bet.
If I had $100, I would do that.
Chef Lebowski, why would you make that bet and you don't have the money?
Comedic effect. Anyway. So, we're here. We're hanging out. We don't really got any other topics or anything else we want to talk about.
Do we?
Wait, you got anything?
Nah. Yeah.
Sponsor, you got anything? All right.
We talk about some dingoes.
Dingoes. You know what? Real quick. Chef Dingo. Just give me a head nod. That's all I want. You are fully aware that the dingo is the bane of the outback. Yes, he knows. Perfect. All I'm saying is they're just fucking dogs that just hang out. That's really what they are. They're yellow dogs. They're like, you know what? You know the Shiba Inus?
Yes.
They're like the more primal versions of them.
If you Google dingo,
Yeah.
the first suggestion it says dingo ate my baby.
What?
I don't know the fuck's going on in Australia, but it's weird.
I mean, they got a forest fire every other day. They got.
Speaking of which,
Oh yeah.
it's like the whole west side of America still on fire.
Well, yeah, probably.
Like I haven't heard anything about that.
Maybe it's ended. I don't know.
Maybe there's like an election thing only.
Maybe we gotta throw. Maybe we gotta build a satellite and throw that shit up there.
You mean the ones that's like thousands?
The spaghetti satellite.
The spaghetti satellite.
I love it. It's just a big plate of spaghetti in the fucking sky.
I want to say our goal for this podcast. So you heard of the brand Barilla that makes pasta?
Yeah.
Chef Dingo. Have you heard of them, Chef Dingo?
No.
Comes in the blue box with the red logo.
Yeah, the one I use.
I want them to be our sponsor. That's our goal right there.
Yep, that is. You know what? Mark that down. That is our goal. Barilla. If you work anywhere,
If you're a janitor at the company Barilla, please get this to somebody that you know.
yeah, you know what? I don't even want money. Just some free pasta.
I don't want free pasta. Just to say that, hey, our sponsor today
Is Barilla.
is Barilla.
And not dingo.com. Because we need more sponsors. You know what? Everyone's jumping on that Raycon train. Everyone's sponsored by Raycon.
Raycon, if you're out there listening.
Same thing with NordVPN, Raid Shadow Legends.
Who else?
You know what? I'm drawing a blank.
I am too.
You remember when
ExpressVPN.
ExpressVPN?
Okay, I am using ExpressVPN right fucking now.
Okay. Does it work?
Yes, it's my preferred VPN.
Well, you know what? Mine's a lot better. It's just straight up called private internet access.
Nice.
It's the stupidest name ever. But damn, does this thing work? I like to think that if I'm on the Wi-Fi somewhere,
all right,
and the host can see, like, I don't know if this is actually how it works, but they can see a list of users, right?
Yes.
And then like a number identifying that user.
Yes.
And then what happens is I turn on my VPN.
Gone.
And I just disappear. But then a user shows up.
From like out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah, like, and it says like I'm from like Australia.
Yeah. So like right now, before I turned mine on, I was here.
Yeah.
I'm now in London.
But you're right here.
Right here.
Not to your VPN.
Not to my VPN.
Yeah. Anyway, this is the second episode of Spilling the Spaghetti. I am Chef Lebowski.
I am Chef Song.
And we bid you a good night.